But this message, the door. I was sharing it because, one thing that I was able to do was create a lifestyle that could afford me to take time away, right? And so I was sharing on Instagram, and I'll share with you as well. For those of you who are not in business, looking to get into business, before you leave that full-time job, before you leave that part-time job or temp job, I want you to think about creating a lifestyle business. There's a lot of entrepreneurs out here who are working hard, and that's all. They're just working hard. But I want you to become one of those entrepreneurs who not work hard, play hard, but where you are able to create a lifestyle business, a business that complements your lifestyle. Point blank, period. And so I was sharing that, sometimes we, as an entrepreneur on this journey, you'll go through either when you know that you out there hustling and doing your thing, and you may have heard me say it before, but you'll go through, man, I'm working hard. Where is this window of opportunity that everybody's talking about? Where's this door, right? Where is it? Where's this thing that everybody is talking about that I'm supposed to enjoy and I'm supposed to reach my plateau in? So I remember after my first year, I was like, whoa, I made it after my first year, and I was determined to break the statistics. Like, I'm not going to be a broke entrepreneur. The first year, I'm coming out and I'm making 50 million, right? But then it was like, you got to wait till you get to your third year. Then after the third year, it was like your fifth year. And I was like, oh, come on. Where is this window of opportunity? And where is this door that everybody is talking about? Where's this lifestyle that you're supposed to be living? How am I, I was just really mentally tapped out as an entrepreneur. And what that did for me, and this is why I want to encourage and activate those of you visionaries and entrepreneurs and side hustlers, is to know that, let me tell you something. There will be those times where it'll seem as if you are toiling the land and there's no results. There will be those times where you're wondering if you made the right decision. There will be those times where you're like, man, something needs to change. I just don't know what it is, right? There will be those times where you get tired of hearing everyone say you need to invest, and you like, well, if I invest anymore, I'll be giving pints of blood. Right? People are, oh, well, you need to invest in your thing. You need to invest. I was like, well, damn. If I invest anymore, I'll be giving my kidneys and uterus. Like, really? And so, it was, to me, I got to the point, early in the game as an entrepreneur, to understand that it is a process. And whether I like it or not, I, unfortunately, am on purpose and in purpose and have to go through the process, and I'm not exempt from it. But what I did was, I started to blame other people for the lack of my success. B, I started believing that other people held the key to my door. C, these are all mistakes that I made. C, I started to think that those who were talking and gossiping and whispering my name and, smiling in my face, but never would want me to get in position and place where they was at. I was feeling as if they had a hold and was stopping me from starting or getting to that place. Because I was like, dang, when am I going to get to this place where you get paid? When am I going to get to this place where there is passive income? When am I going to get to this place where there is this residual multiple streams of income? Like, I was like, this is all bluff and BS, right? Because it felt like I was getting close, but not close enough. I knew the right people. I had the right tools. I had the right proposal. I was, I knew how to do my thing. I was perfecting my craft. But there was no door that I seen that I could open up. And I was like, well, damn, where's the door? Where is the door? I done changed my business cards. I done fixed my website. I done, hire people. They say you need to hire people in order to grow. So I hired someone or to do the work that I knew how to do. Didn't have that much work to do, but I said, well, let me hire someone. Maybe the door will show up then, right? I did that. They said, well, look the part. So I said, you know what? Let me go shopping. Let me switch my game up. Let me look like, that like the door should be open somewhere. I said, dang, maybe I need to get a vision. I felt I was saying the right prayers, but it was just like, where is this door and window of opportunity? Wait for it. Once I stopped realizing that, because those who try to stop you are going to be stopped. How about that? Those who sit there and they want to talk and whisper and all this other stuff, they're going to be talked about and whispered too. Those enemies that or haters who try to hate on you or you try to block you, they're going to be blocked and they're going to start fighting each other. Right? They start fighting each other. They start talking about each other. It's like, well, dang, my haters done teamed up and they hating on each other. Hello, somebody. Right? And so once I started to realize that my peace, P-E-A-C-E, of the pie, my peace of mind, my peace, P-I-E-C-E, of the finances, was not attached to anybody, and no one could stop, block, or prevent me from getting to where I needed to be. And I needed to change my mind and the way that I thought about things, meaning that I needed to learn one of the hardest lessons in life was learning about myself. I think that's one of the hardest lessons I've ever learned in my life, is learning about myself, less about others, more about me. That was the hardest thing I had to learn. And so when I started to put the magnifying glass on me, I realized how awesome I was inside, and I wasn't afraid to show it anymore. I said, oh, shoot, I'm looking out and it's all in. Well, I'll be. At that point, when I realized that I was holding the key to the door, but I'm too busy wasting years and time. Let me tell you something. Those who waste your time, they in for a treat, baby. They in for a treat. This ain't about, oh, I'm getting back revenge. No, I'm just telling you, there's people who have wasted our time. There's people who have took advantage. Oh, baby, it's coming. But on the good note is, when I did that within, and I said, okay, Lucinda, how are we going to make this work? I had to create the door that I wanted to open. Ain't that something? I had to create the door that you want to be open. Create your own door, somebody. And I'm talking passionately because, this, I feel like, listen, I hope this set at least 20 of y'all free today. Create your own door. Don't wait for somebody else to open up the door and welcome you in. That may not happen. Newsflash, I had to learn the hard way. That door, that welcome mat that you're expecting, it may not happen. You hold the keys. God has given you specific keys and waiting for you to create your own door. While you waiting for the door to open and the window to open, I would sit there waiting for, where's the window of opportunity? Where's the door? When I get through that door, I'm busting it wide open and letting people in. No, because that means that somebody else, if I'm waiting for somebody else to open up the door, that means they could close it on me. Nope. But if you create your own door and understand that you hold every key to every door that you create, you can open and close as you choose. You can come in and out as much as you choose. You can invite who you want in and not. And for example, like I shared on IG Live, nobody was checking for your girl to speak. Nobody was checking for your girl to coach. You know what I'm saying? I had to create my own platforms. For example, started doing my own seminars and workshops. And if it was 10 people that showed up, it was 10 people that showed up. Started doing my own conferences, started doing my own summits, started doing my own, so started to create my own platform and invited other people who also looked like they was grinding and hustling and may have gone, maybe going through the same thing. They're not on the target go after list. They're not on the A list. You know what I'm saying? I went after those who also provided value but were out there doing the work. Not those who were hustling. Not those who say they're hustling but they really waiting for you to hustle so they can feast. No. I wanted those who was hustling so hard that they looked like they barely could, It's like, dang, you still working at it? Sure am. So what I did was, what I found out, I would put out there, hey, busting down the midnight oil right now. Started seeing the same individuals working in the midnight hour. I said, well, what if we started a midnight mastermind? They was like, all right, that'll be cool. This was like 2008, 2009. I said, let's do a midnight mastermind. Every time I come on Facebook, I'm like, hey, working the midnight hour. What y'all listening to? And we would share different music that we listening to, what we doing, where we was at. So it just became like a community of those who was busting the midnight hour, but we were all seeking one thing. We were waiting for a window of opportunity and the door to open. And what needed to happen was somebody in the midst of the hustle to see, yo, we got to create the door. I said, oh, shoot, I'm creating the door. I could do whatever I want when I create the door. I can invite whoever I want when I create the door. So my message to you, so this doesn't stay too long, create your own door. The keys that you have, the door you waiting to be open for media, create it. The platform you waiting to speak on and be a part of, create it. The network that you're looking to rub shoulders with and be connected with, be real. We want to be surrounded by other people. We love, one thing visionaries love is to be surrounded around successful people and also to be willing to give back in abundance. Oh, we love that. The ones I mess with, we love to give back in abundance. Oh, baby, please. But here's the thing. We need to focus on how we are positioning ourselves and creating our own doors. Are you down with that? Are you down with creating your own door? We're not making excuses about who said what. No one has stopped you. The lack of support didn't stop you. The fact that someone may have came in and did swipe or no swipe into your business and ideas and stuff, that cannot stop you. Because the bank told you not right now, no, get your credit up. That can't stop you. Create your own door. There's so many ways that you can really rock out. This is second quarter. And if you're not creating your own door, you're going to keep looking at other people's doors trying to figure out how to get in. And you might not like what's behind other people's doors. So because I'm real finicky about getting inside, opening up doors and wondering what's behind the door, I said I'm going to create my own door. This way, I know what's really going on, what's happening on the inside, and I can just welcome God. So I hope this has supported you and activated you to really look at what you have in front of you and how you can begin to position yourself to not only open up unlimited doors, but to also put yourself in a position to be a window of opportunity for somebody else, starting with yourself. Become a window of opportunity. I didn't create a conference to help, so I hear this all the time, and I tell you, man, it just burns me up. Oh, I just want to help everybody. What if you created the business, and what if you created the model to help yourself first? And then and then when you started helping yourself first in the midst, you realized that you was helping, because when you help one, you help millions. When you try to go after millions, you really reach no one. But so helping yourself first, I love marketing. I could bust down your marketing plan in a hot second, right? And it'll be good. But I had to create that for myself. I had to become my own client, meaning that I had to create my own door. This was about Lucinda. You know what I'm saying? This was about Lucinda. This was about what Lucinda is going to do and how Lucinda is going to position herself moving forward so that I can open up doors. If you're not maximizing and leveraging your key, don't get mad when somebody uses your key to look good on their door. Not that it can open their door, but just for the look of it. Like, yeah, so I'm connected to this one, that one, and you just there for the prop. No, we're not props. We're not props. We're on purpose, in purpose, called by God to do the work. Yes? So if we're called on God to do the work, we're not a prop. You're not a prop. You're a seed. So let's make it happen. Exactly. That right there. We're going to leave it right there, right? Sometimes some messages you just got, just leave it right there. Just leave it right there. Leave it right there. Create your own door. That's what I was missing. And I know for some of you out there, you haven't created your own door. You created everything else. But you haven't created the door now to walk into and say, hey, let's make it happen. When you create that door, you're able to allow so many other people to come in. And now you're helping people that you didn't even know. Now you're called to the nations. Now you know what I'm saying? Yes, not a prop, but a seed. There's a difference between the fake flowers and the real ones. Right? But I hope this has blessed you, and I'll check you out and hope you enjoyed this activate message. I'm going to go get my little man. I don't know why I stopped here. It was getting good, right? I'll go get my little man from basketball practice. But that's about it. Deuces.